Bugging out gone wrong. 15 mistakes that will cost you everything. When disaster strikes, bugging out, leaving your home to seek safety elsewhere, is often seen as the ultimate survival strategy. Movies and TV shows glamorize it, grabbing your bug-out bag, jumping in a vehicle, and heading off into the wilderness or toward a safe haven. But here's the harsh reality. Bugging out is fraught with risks, and making even one critical mistake can cost you everything. Your supplies, your health, or worse, your life. This comprehensive guide dives deep into 15 common mistakes people make when bugging out. Each of these errors could spell disaster during an emergency. By understanding what not to do, you'll be better prepared to avoid catastrophe and increase your chances of surviving unscathed. One of the biggest blunders is failing to plan ahead. Bugging out isn't something you wing, it requires meticulous preparation. Why, it's deadly. Without a detailed evacuation route, backup plans, and knowledge of potential hazards along the way, you're setting yourself up for failure. Example. Scenario. Imagine hitting a roadblock because you didn't account for flooding or gridlock traffic caused by panicked evacuees. Now you're stuck with no alternative routes. Solution. Map multiple escape routes, primary, secondary, tertiary, practice them regularly, and keep physical maps on hand since GPS systems may fail. Know your terrain, water sources, and any choke points that might become bottlenecks. Many preppers pack their bags with every conceivable item they think they'll need. However, overpacking leads to exhaustion, slow movement, and unnecessary strain. Carrying too much weight slows you down, increases fatigue, and makes it harder to evade threats. Imagine this. You've packed so many tools, clothes, and gadgets that after just a few miles, you're forced to abandon half your gear or worse, collapse from exhaustion. The solution? Stick to the essentials: food, water, shelter materials, fire starters, first aid supplies, navigation tools, and a weapon for self-defense. Keep your total load under 25% of your body weight. Bugging out demands stamina, strength, and endurance. If you're not physically fit, you won't last long. Long hikes, carrying heavy loads, and navigating rough terrains require significant physical conditioning. Being unfit puts you at risk of injury or incapacitation. Picture this. After walking for hours, you twist your ankle due to poor footwear or weak muscles. Solution. Incorporate regular cardio workouts, strength training, and hiking exercises into your routine. Test your fitness level by simulating bug-out scenarios. 4. Ignoring weather conditions. Weather plays a massive role in determining how successful your bug-out attempt will be. Failing to prepare for extreme conditions can lead to hypothermia, heat stroke, or dehydration. Why its deadly exposure to harsh weather without proper clothing or shelter can kill faster than starvation or thirst. Example scenario. During winter, you underestimate snowfall and wind chill, leaving you stranded without adequate insulation or warmth. Solution. Always check forecasts before heading out. Pack versatile layers, waterproof gear, thermal blankets, and seasonal specific items like gloves, hats, or cooling towels. Poor communication strategy. Communication breakdowns are a recipe for disaster. Whether it's losing contact with loved ones or being unable to call for help, lack of communication isolates you. Why it's deadly. In emergencies, staying connected is crucial for coordinating efforts, sharing information, and signaling distress. Example. Scenario. Your phone dies mid-evacuation, and you have no backup means of communication. You're separated from your group and unable to reunite. Solution. Carry two-way radios, satellite phones, or emergency beacons. Establish clear meeting points and protocols beforehand. Include written instructions in case technology fails. Underestimating water needs. Water is essential for survival, yet many people overlook its importance when planning their bug-out strategy. Why its deadly dehydration sets in quickly, within hours, and impairs cognitive function, decision-making, and physical performance. Example. Scenario. You run out of water halfway through your journey and discover there are no nearby streams or rivers. Panic ensues as you realize you're running on empty. Solution: carry at least 1 gallon per person per day. Invest in portable filtration systems, purification tablets, or life straws to source water safely. Learn how to find and collect water in the wild. Not securing enough food. Food provides energy, boosts morale, and keeps you focused. Running out of food leaves you weak and desperate. Why it's deadly. Hunger clouds judgment and reduces physical capabilities. Desperation can also drive risky behavior. Example. Scenario. After 3 days of rationing, you're starving and forced to scavenge questionable food sources, risking illness or poisoning. Solution: stock calorie-dense, non-perishable foods like MREs, trail mix, jerky, and freeze-dried meals. Plan for at least 72 hours worth of food, ideally more. Forgetting first aid supplies. Injuries happen, especially when traveling across unfamiliar or rugged terrain. A lack of medical supplies can turn minor wounds into life-threatening infections. Why it's deadly. Untreated injuries can escalate rapidly, leading to complications like sepsis or blood loss. Example. Scenario. You cut your leg while crossing dense brush, but you forgot bandages and antiseptic wipes. The wound becomes infected, severely limiting your mobility. Solution: assemble a comprehensive first aid kit with bandages, tourniquets, disinfectants, pain relievers, antibiotics, and other essentials. Take a basic first aid course to handle emergencies effectively. Choosing unsafe shelter locations. Picking the wrong spot to set up camp can expose you to predators, inclement weather, or human threats. Why it's deadly. An unsafe shelter offers little protection and increases vulnerability to danger. Example. Scenario. You pitch your tent near a riverbank only to wake up in the middle of the night as rising waters flood your area. So the solution here is to look for elevated ground, away from natural hazards like cliffs, rivers, or dead trees. It's also important to avoid areas that are prone to flooding, landslides, or high animal activity. Traveling alone, huh? While independence has its merits, bugging out alone significantly raises your risk profile. Why is it deadly? Well, lone travelers are easier targets for predators, thieves, or hostile groups. Plus, there's no one to assist if you get injured or lost. Imagine this: you fall ill along the way and pass out. With no companions to help, you're left helpless. The solution? Partner with trusted individuals or join a small, reliable team. Assign roles based on skills like navigator or medic to maximize efficiency. It's all about teamwork, folks. Overestimating vehicle reliability can be a serious mistake. Relying solely on vehicles for evacuation is risky. Traffic jams, fuel shortages, and mechanical failures can strand you. Why is it deadly? Vehicles break down, run out of gas, or get stuck in gridlocked roads. Once abandoned, you're left with limited options. Imagine a scenario where gridlock forces everyone to abandon their cars. You're miles away from safety with minimal supplies. So, what's the solution? Have a backup plan for foot travel. Regularly maintain your vehicle, stock extra fuel, and keep repair kits handy. Trusting strangers too easily can be a fatal error. During chaotic times, desperation drives people to act unpredictably. Blindly trusting strangers can put you in grave danger. Why is it deadly? Scammers, looters, or opportunists may exploit your kindness or naivety. Picture this. You share your location with someone claiming to know a shortcut, only to find yourself ambushed later. The solution? Be cautious and skeptical. Always verify intentions carefully. Share minimal personal details unless it's absolutely necessary. Neglecting mental resilience can be a critical mistake. Survival isn't just about physical readiness. Mental fortitude is equally important. Why is it deadly? Well, fear, anxiety, and stress can cloud your judgment, leading to poor decisions. Imagine a scenario where panic overtakes logic when faced with unexpected obstacles. This can cause you to abandon valuable gear or take unnecessary risks. The solution here is to practice mindfulness techniques. Stay calm under pressure and focus on problem solving rather than dwelling on fear. Failing to blend in. Standing out draws unwanted attention, whether from hostile humans or animals. Why it's deadly. Bright colors, loud noises, or conspicuous behavior make you a target. For example, wearing reflective gear or using bright flashlights alerts predators or raiders to your presence. Solution: dress in neutral tones, move quietly, and minimize noise. Use stealth tactics to avoid detection. Abandoning common sense. Finally, abandoning logic in favor of emotion-driven actions can doom your entire operation. Why it's deadly. Emotional decisions override rational thinking, leading to costly errors. Example scenario: you impulsively chase after a shortcut suggested by an untrustworthy source, only to end up lost and disoriented. Solution: stick to your plan unless circumstances absolutely necessitate deviation. Rely on facts, not feelings. Final thoughts: surviving the unthinkable. Bugging out is far more complex than simply grabbing a bag and running. Every step must be calculated, every resource accounted for, and every contingency planned. By avoiding these 15 fatal mistakes, you dramatically improve your odds of reaching safety intact. Remember, survival isn't just about having the right gear. It's about mindset, adaptability, and preparation. So ask yourself, are you truly ready to face the challenges of bugging out? Or would you rather refine your strategy now to ensure success when it matters most? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. What's the biggest lesson you've learned about bugging out?